What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about when you're trying to get involved into a new relationship, or you feel this attraction to somebody. I want you guys to kind of have some insight on what to look for, what to avoid, and then when to connect. So you always want something to start organically. If you feel like you have to act a certain way to attract somebody, or that you're just trying to impress this person, or you're just trying to fight for their attention, that's not a good thing, and that's completely counterproductive. So I want you guys to always go into something and think with your heart, not your head. So mixed signals, first and foremost, are a red flag. If a guy is into you point blank, he will let it be known, he will reach out to you, he'll want to connect. And also, if a guy is truly interested in you, he's going to ask you questions. He's going to try to get to know you and pick your brain. If a guy just has is very, very bland in his approach, then it's probably just like an attraction and nothing really more. And I think that when you start a relationship, that's what you want. You want somebody that actually wants you, not just wants you because you have something to offer them. So you want things to form organically. It's true to be yourself and be in a good place in life too. So even if, somebody reaches out to you and you're attracted to them, but you're still kind of healing from something, I think it's important to maybe put that off for a little bit and focus on who you are, because nobody wants to babysit anybody. I don't want to go into a relationship where I feel like I have to babysit someone or raise them or teach them. You hear girls say all the time, oh, well, this guy's trainable, he's young. That's terrible. If you feel like, somebody is more like annoying and that you're going to have to kind of raise them and this and that, that's not good. And two, you don't want to ever change somebody. And if they're not ready mentally, or you feel like that's going to annoy you and that someday you'll get over it, more than likely you won't. People are who they are. People do obviously, grow and evolve into, a better version of themselves. Hopefully, that's part of growing. But, if they're not, then you need to that's probably a red flag too, and you probably need to walk away. So, but it goes both ways. If you're not mentally ready for something, don't get involved into a relationship. That's unfair to you, and it's unfair to them. So let things form organically. If a guy wants to get to know you, he's going to reach out to you. That being said too, don't ever wait around for somebody thinking and hoping that they're going to someday come along, because then you're waiting around for somebody and closing out an opportunity that could present itself, but then you're closed off to a new relationship because you're waiting around for somebody in hopes that they're going to eventually come around. And then what happens when they get in a relationship and this and that? So it's not good. And I see so many girls today that if a guy that they're interested in gets in a relationship, they're so negative with it. Like in the back of their mind, they're hoping it fails and they're deconstructing everything. And, oh, well, this thing isn't going to last and this and that. That's such a negative way to think, and it's such an immature way to think too. If somebody is in a relationship that wasn't into you, first of all, don't take it personal. Maybe you just weren't their type. Me, for example, I'm not everybody's type. I know I'm attractive, but I have brown hair, green eyes, I'm short, I don't have everybody's body type, and that's okay. Don't take it personal. It is what it is. And like I said, sometimes a guy just isn't into you. So let that go. Don't try to impress him so that someday he does eventually come into you, because then what happens too, if you're waiting around and that person maybe does come around someday, who wants to be their second choice? Not me. You want to be somebody's first choice, and the right man will let it be known and make you feel like a queen and be obsessed with you. Who wants to be in a relationship where you're constantly, trying and you're putting effort in and this and that. No, you need to find someone that's on the same level as you spiritually, intellectually. There's so much that goes into a healthy relationship these days. You know, like the love languages. That's a really important one that I think that you need to really connect with initially, finding out what their love language is, because this person could be a wonderful person and relationships don't last sometimes, not because the other person was being, you know, was cheating or lying or disrespectful or beating you or whatever. That's not always why relationships don't last. Sometimes they just don't last because, you know, somebody isn't giving you affection the way that you want and you need. That doesn't make them a bad person. It just means that they have a different love language. Like maybe they like giving you gifts and stuff, but you're like, man, I would rather have his time and his affection rather than flowers, you know? So try to figure that out, you know, what someone's love language is, and really go off of that. And like I said, everything will form organically when it's meant to be. That means with time and everything too. And it's usually when you least expect it that the best thing comes around. So don't ever put your life on hold. And two, if something doesn't work out, like I said, don't be resentful. And don't send them bad vibes and sit there and hope that their, you know, the relationships fail and they don't find love and this and that. Just let go gracefully. Grieve in the time that it takes you. Let go gracefully. Send it to the universe, you know, and then hopefully that's the yin and the yang of the universe. If you're sending out those good vibes and you're like, man, I want good for this person. This person deserves to be happy. You're going to get that back in some way, shape, or form, where, you know, you get that good karma and that good energy coming your way, you know. And two, it's such a snowball effect that when you're negative, you just attract that, you manifest that. So be positive. If something doesn't work out, just let it go and wish well for them, wish them on their way. And that's super healing too. And it's super empowering when you can let somebody go and you're like, man, you know, they're a great person. I really hope things work out. You know, and then two, a lot of girls these days, if something doesn't work out or whatever, they lash out and they give guys, you're giving guys a reason to call you crazy. You're giving them that power over you. Don't give somebody the power over you to be like, wow, this girl's a psycho. Don't ever date her, you know. Let something go, wish them well. Then not only do they not have anything bad to say, but they don't have anything bad to think either. So it's like, you know, a guy, I've easily met tons of guys that are like, yeah, you know, me and my ex are still on really good terms, da 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 da. That's another thing to look for. If you're dating a guy and he talks trash about all of his exes and this and that, that's a red flag too. You want, you know, I heard something a while back that was like, you never want to date somebody that has like children with an ex that just bashes on the mother about this and that. You want somebody that talks positive about their baby mama and talks positive about their past relationships, because that's more than likely, if your relationship ever ends, that's how they're going to speak about you and think about you and talk about you. So always go into something being positive, being authentic. Don't let your mind like deconstruct things or overanalyze it, or don't get in your head and think, well, if it was a different time, or, you know, maybe, you know, if it was a different circumstance or this or that. Don't ever go into something like that. Sometimes people just aren't ready to be in a relationship. So like I said, it is what it is. Sometimes somebody isn't interested and doesn't want to date you. That's okay. Don't take it personally. You know, get involved in somebody that you are their type and they are going to treat you right and they are ready and they are at a good place, you know. So I hope that this video was helpful to you guys. I hope you're having a good day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, hope you're having a good day.